So many people want to go to the UK to do nursing, but so many people are getting scammed. Recently, I had a story about a Kenyan who was scammed $5,000. She wanted to go to work in the UK and he engaged somebody, a travel agency or a job recruitment agency, and he was scammed that kind of money. Now, when people scam you that kind of money, you are likely to be depressed. You are likely to get into stress and so many bad things. So, instead of being scammed, why can't you just follow a step-by-step process of going to the UK to work as a nurse? So, in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process that has been used by so many people to work in the UK as nurses. I'm going to break down the entire process into simple, actionable steps straight from somebody who has been there. It is not as easy as it used to be with the international recruitment slowing down, but it's still 100% doable. So simply grab a pen, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and without wasting too much time, let's dive into this video. So the first step, if you want to go to the UK and work as a registered nurse, is to create an NMC account. So to do this, you have to go to this website, www.nmsc.org.uk. When you arrive there, you go to registration section and select joining the register. You want to join the register as a nurse. Register as a nurse or midwife, somebody who has been trained from outside. So you've got two options to fill out the pre-application checklist or follow the step-by-step guide that is provided. You will also be required to create an account with an accurate personal details. This means your email, date of birth, that is what is found on your passport. Don't give fake information. Ensure that you provide accurate information. And once you've been able to fill out the accurate information, you will hit the complete eligibility and qualification application. Then you will start the application. So it is as simple and easy as that. For if you are able to create a Facebook account, or if you are able to create an Instagram account, you should be able to do this. And you will use the email that you actually use to check. Perhaps the email that is installed in your phone, the email that you've used in your phone, so that you are able to verify the link they will send you as quick as possible. And just as a tip, ensure that you check your spam folder when it doesn't show up in your inbox. So verification is very important. Now let's move to step number 2, which is eligibility qualification. So under eligibility, the next step is to you will have to spend some money. The cost is £140, which is a non-refundable fee that will be required to pay. Okay, so before you pay this fee, ensure that you have done nursing in your country of origin, that is For example, if you are from Kenya, you have been eligible and you've gone through nursing education. For example, in Kenya, if you have gone through the nursing school, Kenya School of Nursing, KMTC, that makes you qualified. Then you submit identity proof. The things or documents that prove your identity include your ID, identification card. You have also a passport with 6 plus months validity, not a passport that is expiring in 1 month or 2 months. Okay, I hope that point is clear. You'll be required to submit this alongside your qualification certificate. If you have a nursing diploma, ensure that you have uploaded it during this eligibility and qualification step. So once you've been able to complete this part, they will reach out to verify everything. So let those contacts know that they expect an email in case you put in or you filled in somebody's detail as your referee, or the education institution that provided is required to prove your qualification. Ensure that they can respond to the email when they are required to. Step number 3, test of competence. This third step is a biggie step and it tests your competence. We can split it into 2 exams. The CBT, that is the computer-based test, and it will cost you £83, and it has 2 parts. You need to understand this. You have the numeracy. You will be tested on how you handle numbers, and you'll also be asked questions about clinical practice. For example, you are going to maybe attend to a patient in the ICU. How are you going to ensure that you observe things like safety and so on? And you can take it as a Pearson VUE center near you, or just use Google to do this CBT test. The next option or the next test is the OCCE, Objective Structured Clinical Examination. Now this one will cost you £794, and you'll have to do this one when you are in the UK. Now, since funding is tight these days, some folks use self-sponsorship route, coming to the UK on a visit visa, and they are able to do this particular test. So you have 2 years to pass both tests after step 2, and trust me, you need to start with the computer-based test. It is much easier and you can do it while at home. You need resources. Check the NMSC website if you need more resources, or hit up the Express Medical Global. I'll have to provide the link for you if you need it. Step number 4 is job application. Job application, this is the time now to hunt for jobs. Where are we going to hunt for jobs? Are we going to move from hospital to hospital? If you have a visit visa in the UK, you are now going to move from hospital to hospital? No, the right way to do is to be aggressive. Okay, you must visit NHS websites. You need to visit care homes. You need to visit websites for private hospitals in the UK. And you should not be picky when it comes to location. Try as much as possible to apply everywhere. from Scotland to Wales to Northern Ireland. And another tip here, ensure that you have a well-prepared CV and you also have a supporting statement. Express Med Global can assist you with application and interview preparation. So that is application. If you want help, you can reach out also. I can help you. Step number 5, you need to complete the registration. Registration has to be completed. This is where you will tie up loose ends and pay a fee of 153. That is registration, to complete your registration. NMC needs a few things here. You need to prove that you are healthy. You need to self-declare and give a doctor's contact. You need to also prove that you are of good character. Okay? You need to declare yourself that you have no criminal record, that you have been cleared by the police, and maybe you have references from previous employers. Another important thing you need to prove or submit is the English language test evidence. You need to provide proof of your IELTS or O8 scores, okay, as a proof that you've been assessed and you are able to speak in English, you are able to write, you are able to read, and you are able to listen in English. Okay. Then lastly, you need to submit your professional indemnity arrangement. This is where you will tick in the box, join RCN Unison in the UK. Okay. So just as a tip, ensure that you tell your referees, people you listed as referees, to be very quick to respond when they are required. Step number 6, okay, is where you need to obtain your PIN and visa. So NMSC issues a PIN after all checks have been done. You should aim at 30 days after submitting your application. So after you've gotten your evidence, the NMSC aims to, I think that's a repetition, and I want to say that NMSC PIN, that is actually your official ID as a nurse in the UK. In the meantime, once you've got an offer, maybe from a nursing home or whichever facility that you have applied, okay, and a certificate of sponsorship, you will apply for Tier 2 visa. You need to make an application for Tier 2 visa that is issued by the government. If you did the OSCE on a visit visa, you likely need to head home. That is, if you travel to the UK with a visit visa, you will now need to go back to your home country, go back to Kenya, go back to Uganda, go back to Tanzania or Burundi, so that you can make your visa application. Okay, so we have that. Those are the 6 steps. Now, just as a tip, or some of the tips I can give you before you start the application, ensure that you have set aside maybe 6 months to go through this process. Okay, if you need help, there are people who can help you with the application, payments, flights, and more. These people are lifesavers, and you can join our group just to be updated with what is currently happening Okay, so in terms of time, you have 2 years from the first step to finish. So don't give up. The sooner you start it, the better. So thank you so much for your time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe. You can share this useful guide. If you find this guide useful, you can share with your friends or loved one. And thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.